So the only way to enter the kingdom of heaven is to be like the children, be like a child. This means that you are born again with the awareness that you are the divine child of all that is. And what does that mean? That means that you need to tune into your heart, into your pleasure. What brings you pleasure? Pleasure should be your purpose, because children, that's all they want is pleasure. And I mean, like, I want ice cream, pleasure. I want to go to the boardwalk and ride the rides, pleasure. I want to frolic in the sand and build a sandcastle, pleasure. And what does this mean? It means they're in the flow. And in order to be in the flow, you have to be tuned into pleasure. The flow is the feminine. It's moving, flowing, constantly evolving, going from this thing to that thing. What lights you up? What feels good to your heart and soul? That is being in the flow. And we have been programmed in this patriarchal system to not be tuned into our flow. Everything is so set up to be structured, to be like the masculine, the straight lines, getting from A to B, and having a day that is like 9 to 5. Like when you go to school, you are literally trained from 5 years old to be out of the flow, to be forced to wake up at a certain time, to be in a building at a certain time for a whole entire day. You can't even go to the bathroom when you want to. You can't even like do anything until you're told that you can. You only get 30 minutes of recess, and you have to eat lunch when you're told. So you are automatically taken out of the flow, which is ironic because these are children. But until you are like 5 or 6 years old, you are really truly living in the flow, unless you're put into some kind of daycare institution. But this is what we have to return to. And being born again means that you're born again as the child of the divine. And you see yourself as this child. You tune into your inner child and what your inner child wants. And you become the conscious creator of your life, who is tuned into this inner child that exists within you, that just wants to have fun and create and have pleasure. So make pleasure your purpose by saying, pleasure is my purpose. I am the source of my fulfillment. If you want to do yoni magic, tune into your yoni and affirm, my yoni is the source of my fulfillment. I am a divine child of all that is. I am in the flow. And if you're not in the flow, there's resistance. And I think all you got to do is really tap in, tune in, turn on this childlike nature that is within you. See the world with curiosity, awe, and wonder. Be excited about your day and what it might bring, because you're the freaking creator. This is your game. And being in the flow means that when you're tapped in, tuned in, turned on to yourself as the child of all that is, seeking out the pleasure of your day in everything that you do, you cannot feel guilty about it. You cannot feel shameful about it. We are taught that if we focus on ourselves, we're selfish. But that is all a part of this programming, a part of this game, to forget who you are and then to find yourself again. And that's what we're doing. And that's how we tap into the flow, is we find ourselves. We remember what we love to do, what brings us pleasure, and you literally focus on that from moment to moment, all throughout your day. And no apologies. No apologies, because the more you live in the flow and give yourself permission to be in the flow, it gives other people permission to be in the flow, because they want to be in the flow too. Deep down, that's where they want to be. So it's time to ignite your friggin' flow.